Hello guys, welcome to this video. This one is going to be a bit different, whereby we'll be talking about our speaking experience journey and the different doors that we've walked into, that you guys have welcomed us into, and it fueled a different expression of Soila Cutters. Apart from what we thought YouTube would be for us. And that completely, in a way, shaped a major part of what Soila Cutters is, which is doing speaking engagements more than we actually do YouTube videos. So yeah.
What's up, guys? For real?
I think we should both have our own channels, yeah.
Babe, this is.
Babe, the seriousness of the things we do. That WhatsApp is juvenile.
You're serious now. You're the serious one now in this relationship.
Babe, we are past that.
Okay. Yeah.
Say sorry.
Under one condition.
No conditions for saying sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And that's why we're gonna say, what's up, guys? Welcome to Soila and Curtis. She said something very critical. She said we should have our own channels.
No, you go create yours. This is mine. It started.
Actually, that's a very good start. So, how our YouTube channel started off. If you guys have watched our proposal video, that was actually my channel. My channel started off as an art channel.
Yeah.
I used to put some art stuff there and things like that. So the last channel was more of her hair and fashion stuff. Those are the days I learned that apparently there's 4C hair and 4B and 4H and 4X. There are different types of hairs. Mine was an art channel. So when we decided to start doing vlogs, it was our first year anniversary, so I was like, people, I couldn't understand the concept of people putting their lives out there and then other people come and watch and like and subscribe. It felt like a very strange phenomenon to me. So when Soila suggested that let's start a YouTube channel, and I was like, yeah, I'm already doing art, you are doing fashion. She was like, no, let's actually put our lives and just teach people what we are sharing. I was like, who the heck would want to sit down and watch another person's life?
You really, but let me tell you guys, Curtis was criticizing a lot of the videos that I was watching back then.
I criticized the people Soila watched, some of the Kenyan YouTubers that we have today. It was the most strangest thing for me. But here we are, watching other content creators as we also create our own content, So it started off with us doing our first year recap. We had just been married for the first year and we were like, why not share how our first year of marriage was?
And guess what? It's our first anniversary! We just turned 1 year old.
Yep.
And we are so excited. I don't know. We got married on the 5th of August 2016. I really enjoyed that video.
It was a really fun video. It was authentic. We were not trying to be anything or to do anything. In fact, we weren't even at 5K subscribers target, As we just put a video out there and the response was overwhelming. I was like, hiya, kumbe people actually watch and listen to this kind of stuff,
Yeah.
So that's how our YouTube channel was born. Or rather, as the two of us doing videos together, that's how it was born. And from there, we just decided to we're like, okay, let's continue sharing, what we are learning throughout our journey. Yeah, and it's been fun.
It's been fun. I think it's also good to mention that even the initial stages of starting the YouTube, as you said, you've said it well, that we're just sharing content.
Yeah.
In the journey that we are learning, our wedding preparation, I think that's the first series we ever did, wedding preparation series. Yeah.
How to pull off a perfect wedding, because majority of our subscribers actually discovered us. You remember Maisha Magic?
kabisa kwenda. Akasema, okay, sawa, let's try another route. Tukaenda another route. Kujaribu kupanda, ikakataa kupanda. Nikasema, anyway, kwa sababu imekataa and the thing is shaking, inaweza nirusha juu. So tushuke tu, my parents will hold my hands and we'll walk down the aisle.
And I remember we did, I think, after getting the threshold numbers and time and all that watch hours, we now in here for AdSense. Don't step on your feet are cold.
I'm trying to grab the blanket.
And we did the AdSense thingy, and we completely forgot about money making ventures on YouTube. And then one time we were in this training by one of our reverends on tax payments. And then I'm just on our YouTube channel just seeing some of the comments, and I'm like, okay, let's go see. I don't know if I got an in from AdSense or something. And then I'm like, wait, I think I went to check the AdSense account and everything. And I'm like, wait, what? There's money here? And then I told you, babe, we have 68K that we did not know. I think that's the first amount of money we ever made on YouTube.
Because for us, making money was not our focus.
Not our focus.
So we're not even checking the money is coming. As we're just sharing content, Actually, the camera we've been shooting since 2019. Guys, imagine. We shot our first YouTube video in 2017. We discovered we have money in 2019. You see how it was not even in our minds?
Yeah.
And that's when we bought our first DSLR camera, which we've been shooting with since. We started with Soila's Samsung.
It was not really about 17 ago, but now during
started with Soila's Samsung. We never had a tripod, so we used to have this 2-liter Coke bottle, and then the plastic bottle, then you chop that part, you chop a U, and then you put the phone there. Hey, we really improvised.
Oh yeah, that was our stand.
We really improvised. And then because the bottle is not high enough, so we'd put a stool and pile pillows and then put the bottle. So sometimes you'd shoot and then you see the bottle sliding off.
And books, a lot of
books. But anyway, we've come from far. But what I really enjoy about that journey is how it morphed into us actually becoming speakers, and teachers. I was already teaching before that, but I didn't know my teaching would metamorphosize into becoming, teaching grown-ups. Because me, I used to teach art, But I always used to have this thing of, I like sharing my thoughts a lot and things like that. It was like, I'm one of those people who, Facebook, I would tell you, long post alert, and there's a whole thing there. So I used to be like, hey, Curtis, there's a way in how you explain things that is very easy to understand. I think you have something to do with teaching there. But you know what I remember? The first speaking engagement we ever had, I'm sure it's not even in your mind, you'll be shocked once I mention it. We got married in August 2016. October 2016. How many months are those?
Now I remember it. It was really a speaking engagement.
No, our bishop, it was actually a marriage conference.
It was for our church.
For our church. It wasn't a big public event. But our bishop was like, so guys, we're going to do our first marriage event, conference rather. And the speakers for that event is going to be Soila and Curtis. I was like, and how our bishop does things, he tells you like it's a matter of fact. He's not asking you like, can you do this? When he perceives something about you, he just throws you in the deep end and somehow you will figure out your way.
I stumbled.
We stumbled.
You did well. My part was horrific.
I don't think we did well.
Because
we did well, but
we already had the manual because you're using our premarital class manual. It's how to explain how he taught us. Like for me, I didn't have my voice. I didn't know how to explain things my own way, in my own understanding. So I was trying to remember how I was taught premarital and the things that he was saying and the examples that he was using. Again, we didn't have much experience in marriage. So it was a lot of...
it was like 3 months.
Yes, it was a lot of picking from what we were taught and what we've had and very little of what we have experienced. It was actually, it was dreadful. Because there were people who are leaders in the same congregation. I'm like, why, Bishop?
There were pastors there,
and then I felt so unequipped for that thing.
And I remember a lot of times, you start explaining a point and then you get stuck.
So
you'll be like, and that's what it means to be married. And I'm sure Bishop would have something to add, but at that time,
There was no saying that.
I'm just trying to get him to, kind of add weight to what you're trying to say. But looking back, I think it was a really good learning experience.
It was.
And I think you really learn a lot when you're thrown into the deep out of the blues like that.
I'm not the best person to throw it.
You don't operate like that.
I was like, give me time to learn to swim. I think that's the one thing that has held me back in a lot of exploration and doing different things. One, even right now, I know we're about to go deep into some of the places that we've been to, but like even just the term calling ourselves like speakers and all that, I still have
there's something there.
There's still something there. I'm like teach as like you're a better teacher than I am for sure.
Says you.
No, okay, we have different expressions of putting out a point at the same point, but I have battled that thought and idea of I'm well equipped, because sometimes we get those DMs and I get DMs also in my Instagram and on our YouTube, like continue teaching and sharing the things that you share, and I'm like, my goodness, some of these things, like, it's just based on it's based on our life.
Soila, can I tell you what your
you know why?
challenge is?
Because I have seen other speakers and the time they take to prepare, the time I'm like,
don't you also take time to prepare?
Yes. I'm like, my God, I'm far from
guys,
the goal.
Soila is suffering what a lot of creators suffer from. Imposter syndrome. Where she is very capable of doing something, but because she's looking at other bigger established names out there, she's wondering, oh my gosh, who do I think I am?
Who am I to even speak on marriage? Who am I to speak on relationship? Who am I to... Yeah, like those are the questions that I'm like, have I gathered, this is me, have I gathered enough knowledge and enough revelation and enough understanding of this thing? Let me tell you call myself,
Let me tell you what helped me get out of that place. I made peace with the fact that I will never be the best speaker.
Wow, that's a bad way of calling yourself.
No. Let's be real.
Yourself.
I will never be the best speaker. There'll always be someone better than me.
What?
Listen.
I don't like it.
There'll always be somebody who knows much more than I do. There'll always be someone who has better speaking skills than I do. So I am not trying to compete with them. What I'm doing is to ensure that I become better than I was yesterday. Am I a better speaker than I was last year? Have I researched more than I did last year? Do I know how to present and talk more than I did last year? So me, I'm competing with myself. And that's a much more peaceful way than trying to compete with other big established names who've been doing this thing for 30, 40 years. Like trying to measure yourself.
I don't measure myself against others. Therapist, Curtis. Again, even with what you're saying, that's why I wasn't agreeing with a bit of that. Like there are better people than you. I just think you have a different expression of speaking. Because there's something else that you do best than those people that you think are better than you. You understand? So we all have different expression of the same thing. Some are, a bit more polished. But it takes time to also you polish. Not that you want to speak like Martin Luther King, but you have your own expression of saying, there comes time.
And what's up, guys?
Okay, that's where we go to the next one.
But anyway, guys, that has been our journey. It's been a journey of growth, questioning ourselves, feeling like, who the heck do we think we are? Yeah. So that was our first speaking engagement. It was in our church. I think it had less than, how many people were married by that time?
Cannot remember.
Not even over 30 people.
Oh Lord, 30.
20. Around 20.
Yeah.
Plus some pastors, So that was our first engagement. But that's what started opening our eyes to realize that by the way, we can actually make this thing something,
Yeah. I was so shaken. I did not think that it's
that you never do that, something like that again.
Yeah.
Okay, for me, because we were later on, we were later on appointed to be the facilitators and principals of premarital class in our church. So
you were a principal.
I was a principal. You are a facilitator. Yeah. So that always gave me with other facilitators. Yeah. So that always gave me the hint that will be speaking with couples. Yeah. But it didn't occur to me that it would be like publicly, I thought it would be just something for our church. Yeah, so that was 2016. 2017, we continue making our content. 2018, we continue making our content. The first gigs comes in
2020 Feb.
It was 2020 February.
Oh yeah, because I was pregnant.
Yes.
And I was about to give birth.
Yes. So it was 2020 February. And I remember I came from work in the evening, went directly to Tuskys, the Tuskys that was there, Pale Karen, bought perfume specifically for the event.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was Sitam at the river.
Young professionals.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a really fantastic time. It was YP. Sitam usually has this thing called Young Professionals, where they call speakers to come and speak on different things. So that time we were just discussing matters of obviously love, relationships, marriage, and things like that.
Yeah.
And you were one of the speakers. I think there was another couple, I think 2 other couples, and you were one of the people.
Yeah.
And it really just opened our eyes to doing this kind of thing because we had a really good time. I remember we left that place at, was it midnight?
Yeah, midnight.
Yeah.
It was such a brilliant.
We were getting home at what? Around 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Because of traffic and all that.
Yeah,
And,
it was.
yeah.
Wow, what an experience.
It was quite an experience.
Yeah, we have really. Yeah, we threw ourselves right into it.
Yeah.
That day.
Yeah. The next one was now of course that was 2020. So COVID comes in March.
And Shagali Baglis.
And the whole of that entire year there was not really much of that happening.
Yeah.
And then 2021, we were invited at Thika Road Center, the one at Park University. And again, it was another opportunity to just go and share.
During a youth service.
It was during a youth service, and we were part of the panelists again.
I was pregnant again.
No, 2021.
I was. I was taking photos. We went to take mandazis in a room somewhere.
You were pregnant. I've remembered, but you are hiding.
Yeah, I had done. I think we have photos somewhere because I was wearing a long kitenge dress, trying to hide.
Yeah, so that was a really good time. Fast forward, the next one we had was around Sitam Kangundo Road. This was 2022.
Yes.
Around May. Again, it was finding the one. That's when we had just started talking about the one and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that was finding the one. May came through.
It was nice. I think from that now we started creating really solid.
Yeah.
Like
we would now
networks.
package whatever
Yes.
we are delivering. So we are not, unless people have called us with a specific topic, we'd always have our own thing to go and talk about. So we've actually done 6 Sitam branches. I was just recapping and I was like, wow, we've really, we've created such a nice relationship with Sitam. Because the first Sitam we had was that one at the river. Then we did Sitam Thika Road, the one at Park. Then we did Kagundo Road in 2022. Then Buruburu, Valley Road, and Karen, we did them in last year, 2023. So it was quite interesting. Last year we also did Karuri.
Oh my, Kamuri.
No, Karuri.
Yeah, Karuri ni wapi? Banana.
Huko nikaa unaenda Limuru huko.
Yeah,
You remember?
that
1, 2, 3, subscribe! It was also a really fantastic time.
Met some good people. That we still sometimes bump into each other at junction.
Yeah. By the way, met some really good friends from there. Yeah. It's a really good time. We've done 3 deliverance churches. That is Deliverance Kangundo Road again. That was last year, 2023.
2023.
Yeah. We did Deliverance Nyeri just here in December, 2023.
Nyeri.
And we did Deliverance Utawala, 2023. 2023 has been a busy year for us.
Utawala.
Yeah. Remember the one we left at night when it was raining?
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
And it was an Uber. We didn't drive there.
Yeah, we were got an Uber.
Yeah, so that was that.
I was grounded.
Yeah. Then we also did JQuat in 2021.
Twice. We've done JQuat
2021
twice.
and 2023.
The students see you.
Yeah, students see you. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Wonderful times.
And then before JQuat, I think we did the Strathmore one.
Yes, we did Strathmore. Strathmore was 2022. I remember Imora was just newly born.
Yeah, I remember.
Because we went there with the nanny and the baby.
And Imora, because I think she was for 3 months or so.
Yeah, she still couldn't separate with her.
Yeah.
So we did JQuat round 1, then Strathmore, then JQuat round 2 in 2023.
Yeah, 2023.
Yeah. Then you also did Glow Ladies. That was your own
Glow
ladies
was
thing.
women's stuff.
Yeah.
And
You see? Now, Glow Ladies, if you are the ones who organized for this thing, I know you are watching. Tell me why you invited this lady, because she seems not to believe. She seems not to believe that she can speak to people publicly. She seems not to believe that she has content that is good enough. Talk to her.
I think that's when I started chatting well with Chep. She became such a wonderful
Chep Chikoni,
friend.
yeah. And you're also not telling people you've done your own events. You've done a ladies thing at Chep Chikoni's.
Yeah, Chep Chikoni's, we did a branch.
Yeah, you did
We've
branch.
done
You've
a
done
few
others online.
on Zoom. My God!
Yeah, you've
Zoom.
been a busy woman. So when you say you are not at you, I don't know how you can speak to people. I don't know what you are talking about.
Yeah. And also the Mothership Village.
You also did Mothership. We did Daystar Valentine's 2023. This one at Valley Road, April 2023 again, we did Finding the One at Daystar at the River. So it was a really good time. Again, we left really late at night. It was raining. The video is up on YouTube. You can look it up. We did GCI 2023 again.
I loved it.
Yeah, I know what you loved about GCI.
Mandazis.
I know. Mandazis too.
Sure.
So yeah, we did Nairobi Academy 2023. Parenting.
Yeah, parenting. I was like,
You remember?
Yeah.
They had an event for parents, and they wanted Soila and I to be part of the people who were speaking.
Yeah.
So we did our own thing there. Marriage Fan Fest.
My friends were participants.
Yeah, that wasn't really a speaking thing. It was like what it suggests. It was a fun first time, and we were part of the people who were part of the fun activities. And they were supposed to have done another one in 2023. I know you guys are watching me. Changamkeni. People have been waiting, So I think just to give a recap, what we appreciate about all those people that have invited us. Obviously, Soila, one of my love languages, not one of my love languages, my main love language is service. So if I go to a place and I'm served really well, you've won my heart. And some of the people we've mentioned, actually it's all of them. Yeah.
It's all of them, because the first one, it was dinner. The one for Sitam was dinner. We fed. Even for Infamy, it was lunch.
It was lunch.
At Heron Potty,
Yeah, it was Heron Portico.
It has been, people have gone all out to,
just take care of us, receive us well.
Different
Food.
expressions of service.
Soila, if you ever invite us, just know Soila cannot speak on an empty stomach.
I cannot.
So if you sort her out on that area, she will flow.
I will flow. Otherwise,
so,
I struggle, and I don't know why. Because before getting to the venue itself, I rarely have time to eat.
Yeah.
So I think there's many.
Because our mind is always on, just trying to recap what you.
Yes, and then most of those times is like we are from a particular thing. We need to drop the kids, and then we head out.
Yeah.
So when you guys receive us with good food, or bitings like tea and everything,
they win your heart, eh?
Yeah, those are some of the nice parts of being in spaces with you people.
Yeah. The other thing that I really appreciate, especially for the churches, for the universities, I understand. But for the churches, I really appreciate when we go there and there's a pastor, to come and receive us and hang out with us and speak to us. I really take that it blesses my heart. Because I know as a pastor, you're really busy. You have 1,001 things you could have been doing, but you took time to come and receive us and all that. So that's something I really, really, really appreciate, Now, we are now in 2024. We are not just doing this recap for the sake. There is something that is coming. All right? And we've not even mentioned the different TV stations we've been on.
Okay, also that.
No. We've been at Citizen.
We've done so many.
We've been at Citizen, KTN, NTV, Ibru, Switch, Family.
Yeah, Switch Family.
Maisha Magic, which is where most of you first discovered us on the perfect wedding,
Man,
so we're not saying this.
You guys have seen.
We're not saying this to brag. We're just saying this to see how the Lord has been faithful and opening doors for us. Because one thing I've come to learn, babe, that sometimes you learn best when you're in something.
Yeah, dive
You know,
into it. Yes.
Like, fine, there's that homework you do behind closed doors. But sometimes you learn a lot when you are thrown in the deep end and you're actually in the field.
Yeah.
And I think we've really grown, and our channel speaks for itself. If you look at the first videos you used to do and the videos we are doing now, I think you guys can attest that there's some growth. You know, I hope so. I hope we've grown. You know, we might be thinking we've grown and maybe we've just been, but I hope we've grown in your view. You know, but on that backdrop, we are now in 2024. There is something special that this video is about. After you guys inviting us in all these different places, after you guys inviting us in all these TV stations, after you guys coming on this channel and subscribing and watching and liking and sharing and commenting, we are not taking that lightly. We are appreciating the honor. We are appreciating the enjoyment that you guys are showing us, because at the end of the day, you can't really ignore the people that are making you grow.
That's true.
You can have the most brilliant content, but if the people are not really enjoying that content and making you grow, there's really not much. So just to respond to that thing that you guys are showing us by supporting us in different ways, both personally and behind the screen, to respond to that grace that God has given us, that we're able to speak to people and people enjoy. And for us, we don't take it for granted that God has allowed us to speak to his people. I think that is one of the greatest honor, it's the greatest privilege God can give you, that he can trust you, that he can put something in you for his people. I think that's a really, it's amazing. It's a high privilege God has given us. So on the backdrop of all that, we are doing our first public event where we are opening it up to all of you. Now we're going to give you more details as the time goes on. We're going to have some fantastic panelists. So it's gonna be fun. We're going to be releasing more information as time goes. Now, it's going to be limited people. Now, if you know something about Soila and Curtis, sometimes we really enjoy those small, intimate groups, So it's going to be limited numbers. I will not tell you how many numbers for now, because we're still working on a few things.
Logistics.
Yeah, but it's not going to be, don't expect it to be like 500 people or whatever. But it's going to be a good number, good but intimate, So as the days progress, we'll begin to tell you how, as certain things take shape. We have our Soila and Curtis website up, www.soilaandcurtis.com. All right. So YouTube is it's our apartment. It's where we rent to come and post our things. But now we have our own home. Huku ni kwetu, tumejenga, tunaishi. So that's where you can come and, it's a whole family up there. Now, there are certain things, like I said, we are developing slowly. So it's going to be a website where we're going to have a lot of stuff happening, a lot of things being upgraded. It's different services as the year progresses. But for now, that's where you can come and learn more about us, check some of our galleries for the different events that we are doing. And it's where we are going to be booking and reserving our events from. Because we realize that we've been getting a lot of events the last year, and there are even more events coming this year. So just to be a bit more organized, it's very easy for you to go to our website, www.soilaandcurtis.com.
See available dates.
Go to our calendar, see the dates that have been taken, see the dates that are available, and then you can book us. All right. Now there are different criteria. You'll fill out the information that you need to fill out so that we know the kind of event and whether there are charges involved, just to make it more organized and a bit professional looking. Yeah. So we are really excited about that. So like I said, please, every time we are doing something new and it has to go on the website, we'll tell you, because it's not just going to be a place for booking events. There's way much more, and some of you, I know, you've suggested those ideas to us, so some of the things that are coming, what to expect. Otherwise, guys, feel free to recommend if you think that there are some ideas you'd like to see on the website. Drop it there. And was happy to really announce that website.
You were so happy. I was left here like a listener.
No, because guys, I've designed that website myself. So I'm not a website designer, so don't send me your money to design things for you. But it was a challenge I took upon myself. That's why I'm passionate about it. Yeah. So the 4 things you're supposed to do, the 4 magic things. Soila, tell them.
Just like, subscribe, share, and even comment.
Yeah.
And let us know if what are some of your plans for the year 2024?
Yeah.
Because we've shared with you a bit of our plans for 2024. We'll keep on unveiling much as we move on.
Yeah.
But what are some of your plans for the year 2024? Bye.
All right, guys. Cheers.